Promoting good health in the classroom, it's so much more than just ticking off boxes on a checklist. For those of us in early childhood education, it's really a core part of who we are as professionals. So today, we're going to dive into what that really means in our day-to-day practice. First off, it's so important to get a handle on just how unique our position is. Think about it. We're right there at the intersection of public health, family life, child development, and of course, education. That means we're not just teachers. We are often the central hub, the ones connecting all the dots in a child's life. And the impact of what we do, it's huge, absolutely profound. This quote really says it all. The health foundations we help put in place during these early years, well, they don't just last for a little while. They literally lay the groundwork for a person's entire lifetime of well-being. What we do now really, really matters. All right, so let's jump into our first big idea, your vital role. We're going to explore what it means to be a health steward and really recognize the power we have to make a difference in public health, right from our own classrooms. Okay, let's keep building on that. We're going to start with something that, let's be honest, can feel kind of boring, paperwork. But stick with me, because we're going to completely reframe health records and see why they are so much more than just another task. Oh man, I think we've all been there, right? Just buried under forms, files, and regulations. It is so easy to see all this record keeping as a chore, something that pulls us away from being with the children. But what if we looked at it in a totally different way? This is where we get to flip that perspective on its head. Those files, they're not just paper. They are active, powerful tools. They're safety tools that can prevent an emergency. They're communication bridges that help us build trust with families. They're even tools for equity that help us see who has access to care and who might need more support. So when you're looking at all those licensing requirements, the medical forms, immunization docs, allergy lists, you're doing so much more than just checking boxes for compliance. You are gathering the absolutely vital information you need to keep every single child safe and build that crucial partnership with their family. So with that foundation in place, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the daily rhythms. These are the small, consistent things we do every single day that add up to create a real culture of wellness in our programs. And it all starts the second a child walks through that door. The daily health check. This isn't some formal, scary exam. It's just a simple, quick observation. It's our first line of defense to stop illness from spreading, and it's our first chance to notice if a child just seems a little off. And this is such a brilliant way to think about it. It's all about using all your senses. You're listening to what the family tells you at drop-off. You're looking at the child from head to toe. A gentle feel of the cheek can tell you a lot. And yeah, even your sense of smell can give you clues. It's this holistic approach that makes you a really sharp observer. Okay, another one of those super important daily rhythms, dental hygiene. And this is about way more than just preventing cavities. A child's oral health is deeply, deeply connected to everything else. Their nutrition, how well they sleep, even their speech development. It's all part of the same puzzle. And you know what? Getting this going in your classroom can be really straightforward. Here are 6 simple steps for a group toothbrushing time. When we turn this into a fun, predictable daily routine, we're not just teaching them a skill. We're helping them build a healthy habit that can last a lifetime. Next up, let's talk about something huge: sleep. It is absolutely essential for everything from regulating emotions to building a strong immune system. But it's also really personal and cultural. So our job is this delicate balance of creating a safe sleep environment while also respecting the diverse customs of every family. And seriously, let's not underestimate just how much sleep these little ones need. Take a look at this chart. Babies need up to 16 hours a day. Even preschoolers need as much as 13. This isn't a luxury. It's a biological requirement for their brains and bodies to grow. All right, so moving beyond our daily checks, our role also gets into something called developmental screening. Now, this is such a powerful tool for identifying needs early, and it's so important to remember that its whole purpose is to be supportive, not to be diagnostic. And why is this so important? Well, the need is urgent. This statistic is just staggering. 1 in 6 children has a developmental disability, but we're missing the chance to help more than half of them before they even start school. We, as educators, are the ones who can help change that. So let's get super clear about what screening actually is. It's a quick, formal check-in using a real tool just to see if a child's development seems to be on track. And the most important part of this slide, right there in all caps,
Screenings are not diagnoses. They just tell us if maybe we need to take a closer look.
This little table here really helps break down the differences because these words get mixed up all the time. Screening just flags a potential concern. Assessment is what we do all day, every day, observing kids to understand their strengths. And evaluation, that's the formal thing a specialist does to actually diagnose something. Knowing the difference is key.
So here's the most important takeaway, the thing I really want you to remember. Screening is an equity practice. It's not just a health procedure. When we catch a potential delay early, we open the door for that child to get support and services that can fundamentally change the entire path of their life. And that really brings us to the bigger picture here. All of these daily practices we've been talking about, from the paperwork to the screenings, they all connect our work inside the classroom to this broader, absolutely vital mission of health equity.
I love how this slide puts it. A child's health doesn't just exist in a vacuum. What happens outside our classroom walls, what's going on in their family's life, in their community, it's all deeply connected to the child that we see every single day. And these are what experts call the social determinants of health. We're talking about things like, does the family have access to good medical care? Is there always enough food? Is their housing stable? All of these outside factors have a massive impact on the child who shows up in your classroom each morning. And this is where our role becomes just so incredibly vital. This quote is our call to action. Because of the trust we build with children and families day in and day out, we are so often the very first people to notice when a family is struggling or when a child might need more support. So I want to leave you with this question to really think about. After seeing how all these pieces fit together, what's one area? Maybe it's screening, maybe it's family communication, maybe it's just those daily health practices. What's one thing you want to grow in to better serve the children and families in your care?